Happy Homebrew Wednesday, guys. I am on call at the moment and watching the kitties. Cola.
Thank you.
The fat-free kind, sugar-free. Anyway, so here's the certificate I got for 10th place at the competition we had. I had it stashed away and didn't really pull it out last week, so that's that. Also on the topic of the competition, here's a newspaper article. I won't read it because it's quite long, and so is the other one, but you know, there's me and Bill and Peter. So we're the Nelson Sober crew, along with, you know, there's another 40 members out there, so in our region. So Sober is the Society of Beer Advocates, sorry, just in case you didn't know. It's the New Zealand Beer Advocate Group, or organisation I should say. I think there's about 2,000 members or something like that. Here's the other newspaper article. So yeah, I think we've got some good coverage. Planning on putting another article in our the Sober magazine, The Pursuit of Hoppiness, it's called, so that'll be cool. That's all for the comp. That's the comp wrapped up pretty much. So yeah. On another topic, actually, I did a bit of online shopping, and it turns out I know the guy who runs the business, funny enough, and it's some biking gear. So I'm getting some metal disc pads, disc brake pads from epicycle.co.nz. So it's a New Zealand cycling company, and they're primarily online, but they deliver in Nelson or to the wider New Zealand, so that's pretty cool. Got those, and I also got a gold chain, bit of bling. It's funny because like on the box it's quite gold, but in itself it's more of a brassy sort of colour. But anyway, it looks really cool. I'm sure it'll be a really nice strong chain, and it didn't cost that much. I got a nice deal on it, so I thought, hell, I'll get a new chain. And the one I'm using now, I'll sort it out into a bit of a spear, clean it up and make a spear out of it. The girl's just over there playing with the box of tissues at the moment, so making a bit of a mess, but don't mind too much. We'll have a look at that soon. What's the time? 8:25, a little bit late in getting this one out. That's PM, so late on a Wednesday evening. Main reason, I've just been busy at work, and you on that? Okay. Just got the pen. Alright. So yeah, I've been at work and a bit busy this morning, today, and also this evening. I actually went to the Beer Advocates meeting, which we have every month, at a pub called Rhythm and Brown in Nelson, in the city. Nice pub, nice and small. Have some good beers on tap, and yeah, no, it was just a good time. Actually had a good turnout, so it wasn't much of like an organisational meeting. It was more of a social thing, so it was really cool. In fact, most of the time that's what we like to promote. Just come and you know, catch up, drink some good beers, talk about brewing, talk about beers you've tried, just all sorts of stuff. It usually ends up talking about brewing and you know, what's going on in the beer world. So yeah, no, it was a good meeting, good turnout, and yeah. Might end up going to one of the other homebrewers' places this weekend to have some of the beer that he's just brewed with his Williams Worn machine. So you New Zealand people will probably know what that is. It's the Extract personal brewery, I guess. Although it's not limited to Extract, you know, you could use fresh water in there if you wanted. But anyway, for the more international people that watch my channel, say people from Canada and the States and beyond, I mean, for you guys, this is, I don't know whether you've seen it. I might try and put a link or a picture or something of it in the video when I go to edit it, so you guys can see. But it's, yeah, kind of what I said. I mean, it's a personal brewery. To be more specific, I mean, basically what the machine does is it ferments your beer at the correct temperature that you set. It pressurizes it, and carbonates it, and you can tap it off straight in. You know, the fermenter itself is the fermenter. It's the tank, I guess. You know, you can just drink beer straight off it once it's done, and they say you can make beer in 7 days. So really cool, awesome device. The price point though, it's up there. I think it's around about $5,000 New Zealand. So it's not for everyone, but a very cool idea. I'd say it'd be quite awesome if you were like a small bar that decided to go and do a brew bar type thing. You know, you could brew 50 litres or whatever, you know, and put on tap, whatever. So yeah, we'll check that out, see what the beer's like. Every other beer I've had that he's brewed has been awesome, really nice beer. Like, that machine creates great beer, just so you know. Went to another beer-related event or meeting, I guess you could say, on Monday night at the Bel Air Tavern, which is here in Nelson again. And they actually featured a local brewery, Founders Brewery, and those guys have recently sold to, let's see if I can remember the brewery name, Boundary Road Brewery. So they're bigger guys. And the interesting thing is that Founders have basically ditched all the beers that they've already been brewing and doing, and they've brought in 6 new beers. They've got a Pilsner, they've got an ale, an IPA, a red ale, a porter, and a stout. So really cool. They've covered their bases, and I have to say, all of those beers were quite nice. I actually went to Founders Brewery / Cafe on Saturday or Sunday, I can't remember, but I'll show you a picture now of the lineup of the tastings. Oh, what's going on here? Technical difficulties with pens, eh?
I'm doing baking now.
Is it breaking?
Oh
no! Oh, there we go. Where's the other bit? Pass me the other bit. Yep. Ooh, gosh, got to fix a pen in under 10 seconds. It's like pen hacking. There you go. Fixed. Got this bit. Drawer. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the picture anyway. I just thought I'd put it up there. But yeah, that was my tastings platter. So I got the 6 beers, tasting sized. Got a little tiddly off it, but that wasn't the point. The point was to have beer off tap at the premises, and it was brilliant. The cool thing about these guys is they at their brewery, not the Boundary Road one in Auckland, but at their brewery in Nelson at Founders, they brew everything that goes on tap around the place. So they brew and then keg, whereas the Boundary Road guys, they're brewing for bottles. And the funny thing is, you can notice a difference. So on Monday night, we were having the tastings, and of course they were out of the bottle. And yeah, different, slightly different. You know, it's essentially it's the same beer, but you know, the 2 different places brewing it, and there's subtle differences. So that's quite a cool spin, I reckon. That's quite cool. The direction they're going in is all right. I don't mind. I think they're doing a good job, and there's continuity there, isn't there? You know, that they're still brewing. You know, it's still family brewed. So yeah, no, I think it's quite a cool thing they're doing. Just trying to think if there's anything else I need to rattle off. What's coming up? So I'm about to brew a beer with my stepdad, and he'll end up taking that away, so that'll be his beer. So that'll be cool, and once that's complete, I'll hit the ground running and probably get a brew or 2 down and get things sorted. What are you doing? Are you trying to draw on the table? What are you doing that for? You cheeky.
Daddy.
Can you see Daddy in the phone?
Daddy.
She's looking at the phone from the other angle so she can see me.
So natty.
Yeah. I'll be keen to see how the beer and the keg's going, so I'll have to keep you guys in the loop about that one. There it goes. Wow.
Natty, one natty down. Natty.
Happy Homebrew Wednesday, and have a good one, guys. Can't wait to see what you guys are up to. Cheers. See ya.